Hello, I'm Mayor Phil Goode with your weekly update. Monsoon season is finally breaking out here in the Prescott area. While we are always thankful for the rain, we must be cautious about flooding during this time of year. Drive carefully and do not cross large areas of water on the roadways, especially if the area is barricaded. Did you know that in Arizona we have what's called a stupid motorist law? If the public emergency services are required to rescue a flooded motorist who has bypassed such a barricade and tow the vehicle out of danger, the motorist may be liable for the cost of those services plus an additional fine of $2,000. It only takes 6 inches of water to lose steering control of a vehicle, 12 inches of water to cause a vehicle to float, and 24 inches of water will sweep away most vehicles. On a related subject, if your residence or business is likely to be flooded, you can go to any of the do-it-yourself sandbag stations in the area. We have linked to a list of locations where you can fill up sandbags with the provided shovels, bags, and sand. One final suggestion. Often power outages can accompany heavy storms in the area. Make sure you keep an external chargers, such as for your phone, laptop, or even your car battery, charged up and ready to go. You will also want to have fresh batteries in your flashlights. Most power outages don't last long, but you'll be glad you have a backup plan in place if they do. Stage 1 fire restrictions have been lifted as of last Saturday, August 19th. This year, the restrictions were only in place for about 50 days. Local fire managers continually evaluate conditions across the area to help determine when to implement or rescind fire restrictions, carefully balancing safety and our freedom to enjoy the outdoors. Regardless of any active fire restrictions, the public must be vigilant and mindful of common sense safety measures. Don't leave your campfire unattended. Make sure it's completely out and cold to the touch before walking away. And make sure that there are no dragging chains when you drive your vehicles and towing trailers. We have 2 City Council meetings tomorrow. The first is a 1 p.m. study session. During this meeting, staff wishes to discuss with City Council its thoughts regarding proposed revisions to the Prescott City Code, specifically Prescott City Code 5-9-1 through 5-9-6 concerning camping on city property, Section 5-1-3 which relate to curfew limits for minors, and Section 5-10-2 relating to the city's aggressive solicitation ordinance, commonly referred to as panhandling. The proposed revision to the code includes alternative versions of the camping ordinance for the council to consider, and smaller changes to the city's curfew and aggressive solicitation ordinances. These revisions include a revised definition of camping, further guidance on enforcement, procedures for the disposal of abandoned property, and the recitals that serve as the basis for the proposed modifications. These provisions of the Prescott City Code were last revised in 1998. The proposed revisions serve to bring the code up to date as well as provide the necessary background and information required to enforce such provisions. This is a discussion item only and no formal action will be taken during this study session. The Prescott voting meeting takes place at 3 p.m. During the consent agenda, we will be voting to accept the official canvass of the primary election held on August 1st, 2023. Purchasing traffic signal equipment, paying to process inert debris and asphalt millings, replacing chlorine generator cells at the airport water reclamation facility, paying for appraisals in the vicinity of the Prescott Regional Airport, approving contracts for airport design and engineering services, off-site drainage improvements at the airport. We'll also be voting on contracts for mobile data computers, radio equipment, and a 3-year document imaging system site license support and maintenance. During the regular agenda, we will be discussing a proposed 12-unit apartment complex on South Rush Street. And finally, we'll be discussing 8 League of Arizona Towns and Cities policy resolutions to be presented at the annual meeting next month in Tucson. We have no city boards, commissions, and committees meetings scheduled until September 6th. The 2023 Veterans Day Parade will be held in downtown Prescott on Saturday, November 11, 2023. Opening ceremonies will take place at 10:30 a.m. on the stage at the intersection of Cortez Street and Union Street, with the parade beginning at 11 a.m. This year's parade theme is honoring our Desert Storm and Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom veterans, a new generation of warriors. The City of Prescott is inviting parade entrants from the community to compete in 7 categories this year. Each entry category will have a first place winner, and all entries will compete for a Best Overall Award. The categories are nonprofit organizations, fraternal-military organizations, motorized groups, music, marching units, hospital entries by veterans, commercial, business, and participation in the parade is open to everyone and all are welcome. Finally, I want to take the opportunity to congratulate Chief Amy Bonney on her 25 years of service with the Prescott Police Department. I personally want to express my appreciation for Chief Bonney's steadfast commitment and diligence within the City of Prescott. Thank you, Chief Bonney. I'm Mayor Phil Goode. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.